Hello, brother.
Meanwhile,
Hello, brother.
Sorry. Sorry.
I thought that Indian television, beyond husbands slapping their wives and slipping into suitcases, could not go any further with their level of stupidity. Little did I expect it is not going to only attempt to remake Twilight, they are going to go out of their way to do a desi rendition of the Vampire Diaries. Yes, you heard that right. The only difference being that other than the original vampires, now the brother duo are werewolves in a hill station in India. The premise and motivations of the characters are identical, and what's embarrassing is that what once started the case of fandoms being obsessed with characters, stan accounts rooting for one character or the other, is now being attempted to be recreated with the Indian audience. Those who are fans of the 2009 release show will tell you how they just want to stay as far away as possible with this rendition. A slight glimpse of our regular MATLAB KUCH episodes on the channel, where we speak about some of the most problematic, crass and sometimes unintentionally funny sequences from Indian cinema. These range from romanticizing sexist lyrics to even justifying abuse and torture. Getting right into it so that you guys buckle your seats and get ready for the cringe, here is Tried&Refused Productions with 5 embarrassing Indian movie scenes and dialogues that will make you cringe. Shahrukh, an absolutely tone-deaf Telugu film that is bound to leave you with a headache, especially its romantic portions, is the 2008 film Shahrukh starring Gopi Chand and Anushka Shetty. A new entrant in a college as a teacher, the hero gets ragged by Anushka Shetty and gang, only to be embarrassed as the police authorities appear. In a drunk state, Anushka plans to embarrass the man, bragging to her friends this way.
हमेशा लड़के लोग लड़कियों को दवा पिलाकर रेप करते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ उल्टा होगा। अब मैं उसे दारू पिलाऊंगी और उसका रेप करूंगी, फिर देखूंगी वो क्या फील करता है।
As the hero has recorded the heroine and her ultimate plan, her goal becomes to snatch his phone away while he is asleep, lathering herself with oil so that she doesn't get caught by anyone. A commotion arises, the hero covers for her and makes sure that he cops a feel in the process too. What is the most Matlab Kuch Bhi aspect of this is not the hero taking advantage of the girl by groping her, but Anushka is now constantly reminded of his touch, so much so that even if anyone remotely caresses her waist, she feels uncomfortable. Upon further exploration and providing nuance and depth to romance, I hope you understand I'm being totally sarcastic, the touch and reminder of Gopi Chand with her waist being held is exactly what she foreshadowed to be her dream man. Do not try this in any shape or form, because the appropriate response usually is met with disdain or even worse, a slap across the face. Ente Upasana. Malayalam film viewers have been critical themselves about the social context and portrayals in stories coming out of Kerala. But what was the golden period of Malayalam cinema from the 80s to the 90s, I came across a classic that deeply disturbed me, titled Ente Upasana, starring Mammootty and Suhasini in lead roles. The movie focuses on Latika, who wants to get married to Srikumar, her cousin, who travels to the Gulf for work. They go through an organic fondness for one another, and she sees her future only with him. Arjunan, played by Mammootty, however, who is a dependable friend, on a rainy day picks her up and gets ahead of himself and rapes her. She is absolutely distraught at the turn of events, moving to a different city, which also leads to the demise of her mother due to shock. When she wants to start a new life professionally, fate has it that her rapist is her boss. All the traumatic events flash right in front of her. She, in a justifiable emotional outburst, confronts him about the trauma that he has caused. Srikumar, upon returning and now destined to marry someone else, beats him up, knowing about the traumatic events that she has undergone because of him. But do you know what the conclusion of the film is? Her cousin, who she wanted to get married to, advising her to get back with her rapist.
നിന്റെ പെട്ടി ബാഗെല്ലാം ഞാൻ വണ്ടി വെച്ചു. ഇനി എന്തിനാ ഈ വാശി വൈരാഗ്യമൊക്കെ? നീ വണ്ടിയിലോട്ട് കയറി.
The attempt by the creators in establishing empathy for Mammootty's character is by showcasing how he helps Latika with hospital bills when the child falls sick. They set out in a car ride in the conclusion, singing a romantic song together while the girl comes to terms with life being perfect when spent with your rapist, because such sins are presumably forgivable. Coolie number 1. One of the most shocking movies and the sheer lack of logic that exists in it has to be the 1991 Telugu film Coolie Number 1 starring Venkatesh and Tabu in lead roles. You really have to see it to believe it on what happens in this film. I have to tell you from the onset that the three people in this film, Tabu, Venkatesh and Tabu's mother played by Sharda, are batshit crazy. Tabu is showcased as a privileged brat who stops a train because her lipstick falls. The privilege reeks throughout the film as she throws a 10 rupee note at the coolie rather than handing it to him. The coolie makes sure the note is handed to him and she feels embarrassed that a coolie made an example out of her. So she sets up a scenario so that he can be falsely imprisoned for rape and gloats at this accomplishment, leading to Venkatesh being determined to teach her a lesson with this dialogue.
सोसाइटी में कूली नंबर 1 बनकर रहने वाले तुम रेपिस्ट नंबर 1 बन चुके हो।
किसी मर्द को झूठे केस में फंसाने के लिए औरत के पास एक ही रास्ता है, लेकिन औरत को सबक सिखाने के लिए मर्द के पास कई रास्ते होते हैं।
Venkatesh runs away from jail, follows her to Singapore, pretends to be a rich businessman, and even with some help from the girl's mother, dupes her so that she falls in love with him and dreams of getting married to him. She assumes that this is a doppelganger as the mother convinces her that the coolie is still rotting in jail in India. They get married and Venkatesh reveals himself to be none other than the coolie. Tabu is distraught, throwing her Mangal Sutra, inadvertently landing on Ma Durga, a sign for the mother that this marriage is meant to be. To teach him a lesson, Tabu's father causes a riot in his society, but the mother wants this union to work. So get this. She gives the coolie her blessings to impregnate her daughter, as she puts drugs in her milk that she has before sleeping. The mother gives consent to the coolie to rape her daughter and impregnate her.
हाँ बेटा, उसके बचपन में मैंने जो गलती की थी उसे सुधारने के लिए बेटी के दूध में नशे की दवा मिलाकर आई हूँ। मैं तुम्हें आशीर्वाद दे रही हूँ। अपनी सुहाग रात की तैयारी करो।
Venkatesh rapes her, dances with her in a K. Raghavendra Rao fruit special song, and all is merry until Tabu realizes she is pregnant and wants to abort the child. But get this again, Venkatesh and the girl's mother conspire with the hospital staff to make sure that the operation is unsuccessful and she goes the full term. They reprimand her for not embracing the child that she never wanted, 1, and 2, never consented to have even during sex. They bring a twist, by the way, that Tabu should not be so high and mighty because she is actually a coolie's daughter who was handed over to her mother who had a miscarriage 3 times. But what's absolutely wild is, it still does not justify rape, and the most insane, a mother conspiring to make sure it happens. The logic is absolutely wild.
Meanwhile,
अपनी गलती को मानकर तुम्हारे पैरों पर गिरकर अपने बच्चे की भीख मांगती हूँ।
English Babu Desi Mem. One of the movies that Shahrukh Khan would definitely love to erase from his filmography is English Babu Desi Mem, a movie in which he has a triple role, and the ultimate portrayal of one's love for the country and identity across generations is tough to sit through, to be frank. What absolutely shook me was one of the songs in the film titled Bharatpur Lut Gaya. Presented as a celebratory dance bar song, it showcases Sonali Bendre singing and dancing as Shahrukh Khan looks on. The girl tends to her wounds as the dancers ask "Kya hua" multiple times. The lyrics juxtapose with the visuals say "Jhatke se dekha to nikla sipahi, जबरे सपैया ने खींचे मोरी अंगियां, हाय मेरी अंगिया, देखो मोरी अंगिया," followed by the chorus of Bharatpur Lut Gaya Hui Mori Amma. The dance is of a celebration, but essentially about a cop raping a girl. The different scenarios presented ahead are of the girl getting taken advantage of by different men and dancing on the chorus like it's no big deal. It doesn't get more absurd than this, or does it? Abhimanyu. We've spoken about the awful deterioration of content in the 80s in Bollywood, but my god, is this one film titled Abhimanyu an absolute abomination in terms of storytelling and logic? You can tell from the posters only the absurdity I'm going to show you. In classic Shakti Kapoor fashion, the man rapes Anil Kapoor's sister played by Poonam Dhillon. When in the nick of time Anil Kapoor comes to rescue her, he finds herself hanging, only to somehow revive her. Consumed by shame, this is what Poonam Dhillon's immediate reaction is.
भैया, उसका खून करने से मुझे वो वापस नहीं मिल जाएगा भैया, जो लुट गया है। मेरा मर जाना ही अच्छा है भैया।
When Anil Kapoor can't bear living this life without his sister, he asks for a solution. Poonam tells that there's only one way she can live.
अगर तुम चाहते हो कि मैं जिंदा रहूं, तो इस कलंक को मेरी मांग का सिंदूर बना दो। यही एक रास्ता है इस पाप को मिटाने का। मुझे उसकी दुल्हन बना दो।
Anil Kapoor promises to make her sister's dream come true and get her married to her rapist. So they pose as an extremely affluent family so that Kimi Katkar, Shakti Kapoor's sister, and Shakti Kapoor himself get married to them without thinking about it much. On the night of their wedding, they reveal their true identity, leading to Shakti Kapoor being appalled that he has been duped, leading to this action and reaction from his wife.
मैं तुझे जिंदा नहीं छोड़ूंगा।
मारिए, चाहे मुझे जान से मार डालिए, फिर भी मैं आपकी पूजा करती रहूंगी। जिन हाथों ने मेरी मांग में सिंदूर भरा है, अगर वही हाथ मेरा गला घोंटते, तो इससे ज्यादा खुशी की बात क्या हो सकती है मेरे लिए?
Poonam Dhillon becomes the subservient wife. Shakti Kapoor takes her on a trip, attempts to burn the house down and kill her, and upon getting saved, begs for forgiveness again, and is forgiven, ending the film dancing on East or West, India is the best. I am not kidding. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below whether you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.